Whether you should be doing that or not, I don't know.
They put the link there, so you can click that. Hi there and welcome to From Ideas to Results. I'm joined by Kathryn, part of our SEO team here at Sleeping Giant Media, and we're going to be exploring all the things that have been happening in the world of SEO that you can learn from and take from ideas through to results. So first up, we're talking about the August core algorithm update. So give us a bit of introduction. What does that mean?
Essentially, Google several times a year release what we call core algorithm updates, general algorithm updates that target overall content quality for sites. This one in particular though was quite an important one because it was kind of launched in response to some feedback that people had given off the back of a previous algorithm update that happened at the end of 2023, which was the helpful content update. That one kind of had impacted a lot of smaller sites, smaller publishers, so people felt that that was kind of unfair as it was sort of rewarding larger sites. So what Google have tried to do with this core algorithm update is kind of reverse some of the kind of impacts that that algorithm update from 2023 had had. What we've kind of seen, at least conversations within the industry, is that there was potentially some recovery off the back of it.
For the smaller sites.
For the smaller sites, maybe not potentially as much as people were hoping that they were going to see off the back of it, but it does show at least that Google are kind of listening to the feedback that people are giving from some of those updates.
And anything in terms of how people should approach their SEO that should change as a result of this one?
Really nothing that should change. I mean, Google is still saying, you know, focus on delivering helpful, useful content for users specifically. So as long as you're kind of doing that, you should hopefully be okay, and with future updates that roll out.
And the next piece was around the caching. So you used to have the kind of the cache result on the Google search engine results page, but now they removed that. They've now added the Wayback Machine.
Yeah, which is a really interesting one that they're talking about adding this Wayback Machine link. So for those of you that don't know what Wayback Machine is, it's a website that you can go on and they've got kind of snapshots of websites or certain pages on websites. They go away and crawl and keep snapshots of previous versions of web pages. So really interesting that Google are now planning to add that back in. Again, it looks like it might be off the back of feedback that people were kind of unhappy that they were removing that cache link. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see that one roll out. I've not personally seen it live.
Do you know if there's any association with Wayback Machine, or have they just literally got a call from Google?
Yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest.
It's quite big for them, isn't it?
It will be quite big for them, for sure.
Historically, when there was a cache link next to the results, you could potentially, if there was a paywall on a website, you could use that to sort of view the unpaywalled version.
Whether you should be doing that or not, I don't know.
They put the link there, so you can click that, right? So, I mean, could you hypothetically do the same with Wayback Machine?
Potentially. Again, I'm not 100% sure how their crawler works and if it would actually just still show you the paywall or not.
So that's something to kind of keep an eye out for if you've got those. But again, if you've got a paywall as well, make sure that you do it in the correct way.
If you use JavaScript, potentially people can still bypass that as well. Definitely better ways to do it.
So there's a top tip there. If you do have content behind a paywall, making sure you're doing it in the correct way, because otherwise you can be bypassed by the likes of cached pages, disabling JavaScript, or potentially now the Wayback Machine. So in terms of kind of changes for people, there's anything that they need to consider about this one, or?
Yeah, again, it's more just for the users kind of thing. So if you were particularly missing having that cache link there, then looks like there's going to be a replacement now.
So there we have it. Those are the key updates happening in the world of SEO over the last 30 days. Hope you found it useful and interesting. As ever, check out our content on our website and follow our socials, and we'll see you again soon.